Oh, before I forget, I want to talk about a theory of One Piece that I've been thinking about recently. So, remember back in the day, I say it like it's a long time ago, but back in the day when Roger reached the last island of Laugh he reached the final island, right? And the only thing that Roger and his crew could do when he reached the final island and saw the treasure in front of him was laugh. Him and his crew, the only thing they could do at that moment, after conquering the sea, was laugh. And, we see that they laughed so hard that they cried. Tears were coming out of their eyes. That was so hot. That was how much they were laughing. Why did he laugh so much? Why did he laugh so much? Two things, right? Maybe one thing, actually. No, let's split it into two because I just uploaded a theory video where I think that the final island is inside a whale. And so, Joy Boy was the man who was the first one to find this last island, right? And as it turns out, Joy Boy was the owner of at least part of the One Piece. When Roger reached the final island, right, he more or less said, Joy Boy, how could you leave this, I think he used the word stupendous, how could you leave this stupendous treasure behind? And then he goes on to say, I wish I lived in the same area as you. He finishes his sentence by saying, it's such a funny story. What was so funny that they laughed? As I said in my prediction video, or my theory video that was just uploaded, if you want to watch the video in its entirety, it's on my YouTube channel. One possibility that could have happened is that Joy Boy found the last island by complete accident, by being swallowed by a whale. And now hear me out, right? Like I said, you can watch the whole video if you want to. I go more into detail. But essentially what I think is that Joy Boy might be a character whose story might have been inspired by the biblical account of Jonah. Jonah got swallowed by a whale. If you go read the book of Jonah, right, his story is pretty ridiculous because of his character. He's such a stubborn man that would do anything to avoid the divine mission that God had set for him. That he ran away, he got on a boat, a vicious storm started arising. The people on the boat, the sailors were like, holy crap, what is this storm? And then they were like, you, Jonah, are you the cause of this storm? And he was all like, all right, I give it up. Yes, I disobeyed God, so this is the storm that's happening because of me. If you throw me overboard, maybe it'll stop. Woo! Overboard goes Jonah. And then he gets swallowed by a fish. He spends 3 days and 3 nights inside the fish, right? While inside the fish, he prays to God, and he's all like, save me, I will do what was commanded of me. I vow to complete my mission. So what does God do? He commands the fish to vomit Jonah out. Out comes Jonah. Jonah goes to the village of Nineveh, and he preaches to the people that there's going to be a destruction upon their city and that they need to repent. And they do, and he gets mad that they do. What the heck? It's a really ridiculous and funny story when you actually take the time to read through it. So here's what I've been thinking about. What if the One Piece is nothing more than a historical documentation of Luffy's story? So what if Joy Boy reached a level of observation haki that surpassed anything we have seen before and allowed him to see the memories of the future? In particular, the future Joy Boy, whatever was going to happen, right? What if that was Joy Boy? What if that was his power? He could see into the future. And what if he saw the adventure that Luffy and his crew were going to go through? And what if Joy Boy documented Luffy's adventure on a poneglyph and left it there for Roger to find out, to discover? That would make sense why him and his crew laughed. Imagine you're Roger. Imagine you pull up and you read what's gonna happen. And you read Luffy's story. We know that at its core, One Piece is a tale of laughs. It's a funny story. It's comical. There are so many wacky shenanigans that are in One Piece. Look at the characters. Have you noticed how crazy some of these character designs are that Oda made up? Why? Because at its core, One Piece is a funny story. It has serious elements to it, but the true root of One Piece, the story, is a funny, wacky, comical story. So, what if, like I said, going back to it, what if Joy Boy had the ability to see in the future, and he documented Luffy's future adventures, word for word, exactly how it's going to play out, and he left that for Roger to discover? It would make sense why he laughed, because Roger is essentially reading through Luffy's adventures, which we, the viewer, right now, presently, are living through. If you think about One Piece, there are so many funny moments that make you laugh and are so ridiculous. They make you laugh. You can't help but smile and laugh. What if that's the One Piece? What if the One Piece is Luffy's story? Luffy himself, his adventures, right? It does make sense if the ending is just comedy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it does make sense. Is it weird to think about? Yes. But it does make sense. And I can see it happening. And I can also see people getting mad at that ending if this were the case, because people might be expecting something more significant, like something different. You know what I'm saying? Now, to add to it, right? So we've established in this theory, Joy Boy had the ability to see into the future. He documented Luffy's future adventures on a poneglyph. Roger found it. He read all of Luffy's journey, and he started laughing. And how does it end? Imagine the series of One Piece ends with Luffy being born. Luffy's mom giving birth to Luffy. And imagine the only panel we see of Luffy's mom in the entirety of the series is her cradling baby Luffy in her arms. Imagine we only see Luffy's mom for one single panel in the entirety of One Piece. And imagine that's the end. As crazy as that sounds, that very well could be the One Piece. Honestly, it would be a fitting ending too. It really would be a fitting ending. So what have we learned here? What have we talked about here? What have we established? In this theory, Joy Boy is able to see the future. He is able to see the future memories of Luffy. Okay, look. I just had a freaking breakthrough right now. I had a freaking breakthrough. I hope this VOD does not get muted because I have music playing. Are you sure if I export it immediately it doesn't get muted? You think so? Okay. Alright, you know why I had an epiphany right now, or a breakthrough? Let me just double check. I just want to make sure before I say anything crazy. What is the name of One Piece ending number 1? Ending 1. What is the name? If it's not what I think, it falls apart. Yes, it is. Look. The name of the first One Piece ending is titled Memories. That's the name of the song. What song plays when Roger discovers Laugh-Tale and the One Piece? Memories. What have we been talking about? What if Joy Boy has the ability to tap into the memories of the future? What if he wrote down Luffy's adventures? He wrote it down on the poneglyph. Roger reads it, he laughs. That's the One Piece. And the story ends with Luffy being born. We get one shot of Luffy's mom in the entire manga of her holding a baby Luffy. That's it. Crazy. How that's something, huh? Could be. That very well could be. Wow. Now that I think about it, what if the narrator is actually freaking the Joy Boy? You know what I'm saying? Like the narrator I know he's a narrator, but the narrator always makes it a point to tell us, the viewer or reader, of what's going to happen. For example, when the Straw Hat Grand Fleet was formed at the end of Dressrosa, what was said? What was said was the following, more or less paraphrasing. When the Straw Hat Grand Fleet formed, the narrator said that this group of people will be the cause for a massive event that will turn the world in the future. And he ended by saying that's a story for another time. What if the narrator is freaking Joy Boy? I'm not even, like, honestly, like, what if the narrator is Joy Boy? And because Joy Boy can see into the future, of course he would know. I'm onto something here. I'm onto something. Joy Boy, the original Joy Boy. His observation haki is so good he can see into the future, Luffy's memories. He wrote down exactly what's going to happen, word for word. Roger finds it. He reads through Luffy's future adventures, which is 20 years into the future. Essentially, Joy Boy documented the One Piece that we are currently living through. Theory is getting strong. I know, huh? I'm onto something here. I got this. It makes complete sense. I think that's a strong possibility of it happening, to be honest. Sounds like a good ending. I think it would be a fitting ending, honestly. How controversial would it be? I don't know, but seems like it'd be a good one.